Alrighty guys, so for those of you who don't know, me and Jen are back on the coast for a couple of weeks, back on the Sunshine Coast. Picked up a few toys, got ourselves a 550 Grizzly quad, a KLX 250 road trail, and a 3 metre Quintrex. So I'm going to knock up a toy hauler over the next couple of days. There's a pile of steel there. I'm going to start from the very scratch and bring you guys along. So before we get too far into the build, probably should just let all you guys know so I don't get scrutinised that I'm not a fabricator, I'm not a boilermaker, I'm just a young bloke that likes having a go and trying to do as much as I can by myself. So yeah, don't hound me too much in the comments, mate. I'm just doing it to my knowledge. And then you know, obviously a big shout out to Andy. Anything I don't know, he sort of helps me with, and yeah, sort of does all my structural welding and has sort of taught me everything I know to this day, which is not a great deal, but still, thanks Andy, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy it. So you see behind me here, I've got these 2 side rails. This is going to make the border. So they're going to be 2300 long. I'm going to center one of the bearers right up the guts, and I'm actually going to join an aluminium sheet there later. So for now, I'm just marking 350 centers. Then I'm going to grind the gal back, and then I'm going to tack it together, and we'll get that border going, get that, you know, the whole shape sort of taking place. So yeah. Righto, so I'll just take you over and show you. I've marked me 2 outside rails. So we're going to start one there. We'll work 350 centers from there, and this is going to be where I'm going to center this one because that's where I'm going to join a sheet later, and then it's back to 350 centers from there. So I'm going to grind these gal off here now so I can get a nice little weld on it and try and tack it all up. Just got it tacked up, just check the diagonals, it's a square, 2730 to each corner, so that's exactly what we want. I'll go through and do the majority of the tacks now, just to get it so she sort of can't move around too much, and then I'll go through the border off. So I've just got it fully welded now. Now this is going to be at the top, so I'm going to go through and knock all these welds off, because I'm going to sheet this and I want it to sit nice and flush. So get stuck into a bit of grinding now. As you can see, I've just got that drawbar sitting underneath there. Just sort of having a bit of a play around at the moment, seeing what looks acceptable. As I said before, like I want to keep the drawbar as long as I can. I don't want it to be a prick to reverse. I don't want to have it too long to the point where it's miles behind the ute. So yeah, just going to play around for a bit and try and find a happy medium. Do a bit of research, see what an average drawbar is, and then just go a little bit bigger than that sort of thing. So, but I'll give you a quick look at what I'm up to anyway. Got all the welds grinded back here for the top. Just got that drawbar sitting under there, just rough at the moment. So far we're about 4 hours into it, so I'm pretty happy with how we're going already. Yeah, a bit more playing around, have a bit of a look. Tomorrow I'll probably go pick up the axle, the leaf springs, all the mounts, the hubs. I've ordered some wheels there on the way, so yeah, just kicking along at the moment. I'm pretty happy so far. Hopefully a couple of days and I'll have most of it bowled, I reckon. Not too bad. Love this shit, eh? So we ended up with a few more goodies today. So this is a stainless steel 9 kilo gas bottle holder from Dun & Watson. This is cut with a 20 litre jerry can holders. So I might get one more of them yet, I think. We'll just see how the layout goes, but this is what I'm more stoked about, these wheel arches, so they're gonna make life really easy. We've got a 35-inch tyre by 12.5 ordered, so this is gonna fit that nice and snug. And yeah, for the price you pay for them, you know, you can't really make them yourself. So yeah, happy about that. Basically just waiting on axles now and we can get into her. The drawbar tacked up. I'll come over here. I've just squared it up with the trailer, clamped it, got it all squared, double checked it a few times. Now I've just put this little cross bracing over here with a couple of tacks on it, just so that it keeps the drawbar nice and square as it is. I also have stitched the end, so for the moment I'm pretty well right to flip it back under, try and get it in spot, try and square it up with the trailer with a straight edge or something like that. Get it roughly where I think, mark all my diagonals, and then I'll grind the gal off and hopefully get a half decent tack in. Try and get the drawbar on the Sabi. Now, I've got that roughly in place. The plan is I sort of want to mark my centre at each end. Probably going to use a big bit of aluminium over there, something that's nice and sturdy. I kind of use it as a straight edge up the guts. That'll sort of determine my centre of the drawbar. And then basically from there, I'm just going to go around and measure the tolerances, try and get it as close as we can. Perfect, and then I'll go through and throw a couple of tacks in her, then the drawbar will be on. Got that long bit of aluminium up the guts like I was saying I was going to. Got it pretty well clamped, got the drawbar clamped to the trestles, got the chassis clamped to the drawbar. Basically what I'm going to do now is, it's pretty close. It's telling me 10 mil difference, so that roughly is 5 that way probably to sort it out. So I'm just going to, I've sort of got this where I want it to be. I've got, you know, the one up the gut's pretty close. I just got to tinker with the back a little bit, but I'll sort of show you how I've set it up. So that's an 1835 mark there. Got the clamp there. Obviously, I've braced the drawbar so it can't move, so it's nice and square. Now I just got to go and find the tolerances in between here and also line it up the gut. So I'll show you what I've done. So you can see up there, it's pretty close. But now I just want to get it perfect and then, yeah, tack her off. Well, sorry about that. I was going to show you how I squared it up, but my mate Andy, the neighbour, ended up coming around, so we sort of just got into it and got it all squared up within a couple of mils. So, yeah, I've just finished welding it off now. I'm going to cut this little brace off over here. That was just to keep it all, you know, sort of there in place. Temporary, so for the moment, waiting for axles, waiting for stub axles, waiting for my wheels. The minute we got them, we can sort of keep punching, get these leaf springs welded in, and yeah, it's all coming together. So it's first up this morning, just up at Sunshine Coast 4-wheel drive wreckers. Just going to have a chat to the boys, see if I can get my hands on some leaf springs for this trailer. Go on and have a look, eh? How's it going, boys? Here we go. Give these a go, eh, Cam?
Yeah, good, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Heavy duty enough for you?
I reckon they'll do. We'll give them a go. Yeah, so these are the leaf hangers basically that I just quickly knocked up. So like I said, I cheated a bit with 150 by 100 RHS, 5mm thick. So I'm gonna punch a few holes in here now, and then I'll flip them on their back. I'll sort of sit in here somewhere once I center those leaves, and then I'll be able to bring the leaves in. I can't bring them in to show you just yet, just because they're so bloody heavy. I actually need a mount for them to pop into so they don't fall over. So I'll get these drilled and get them tacked on, and then I'll sort of see how we go from there. I'll have to sort it. The back's a bit different. It's sort of, I need to weld a bit of pipe in to hold that, so I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it. But yeah, stoked to have these mounts ready. That only took probably 30-40 minutes, so yeah, cool. Okay, so there's my pilot holes, there's my leaf hangers. Now, this is the thickness of the bolt that picks up the leaf, so I'm just going to try and find a drill bit that size now, and we'll bore these out to its actual size and, yeah, sit the leaves in. Just before I go any further, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here before I go and tack these on. So, basically, my leaf springs that are in the back of the ute that are too heavy to lift right now are 1400 eye to eye. So, basically, in this case, I've centered my trailer, so I've found center, so it's 2300 long, so that gives me 1150. To find center, 1150, half of 1405, right? So that works out to be 702.5. So then I go 702.5 to center, which gives me here. So that's the center of, basically the pin, the eye of the leaf. So then I've found the center of my leaf bracket. I've also centered the hanger, and I'm also going to center the rail, so I'll just be able to find exactly where it goes, tuck it in the spot, and then I'll be able to bring my leaf spring in and show you how the rest is going to go. So yeah, looking good, getting there. You can sort of see how it's going to go now. So basically, that's got to get welded off, cleaned up. I've got this one's a bit different. This is kind of what I was saying before. So I need to brace this up, like a bit of an apex, and then I've got some pipe in the back of here that those bushes go to. So I was lucky enough to find a bit of solid pipe. So yeah, there's the other one ready to go on that side. So you can start to see, guys, she's starting to come together. I'm picking up the wheels this afternoon, and axles and stub axles, brakes, cables, all that sort of stuff tomorrow. So yeah, really coming together. Stoked. Doing well. This is day 3 now. So here's the basically the boss, I guess you call it. Bush. That's the bush, that's the boss, I guess. I don't know the technical word, but yeah, you'll see as it fits nice and snug. So basically all I'm going to do is cut that, the width of the leaf hanger. I forget what you call it. Yeah, leaf hanger, yeah. Basically I'll weld that on, probably make a bit of a gusset underneath, just so I can get a bit of fat on there, try and get a bit of strength, and then I'm going to gusset it from the inside as well. And yeah, so I'll start making up a little bracket for that. Hopefully I can get this sorted this Arby. Just down at Goodyear AUTOCARE WARANA, picking up my new wheels for the trailer. Some more gear ready to go on. Andy doing all the serious welding. Alrighty, so time to pull my finger out a bit today. Last couple of days I've just been running around getting stuff organised, so I've got just about everything I need here to get it rolling today. I'm just got to finish making the back leaf hanger. I'll finish this other side, I'll give you a quick look. So just got that propped up at the moment, try and put a hanger here, so got that there ready to go. Just got to basically do the same over here. Then I've got to assemble these hubs, work out where the brake calipers are going to sit. I'm going to weld this plate on so the calipers can sit on there. Then I'm basically going to cut my axle, which is here. So that's just sitting in there roughly. Work out what length it's going to be, and then yeah, hopefully we can flip it over and get it rolling today. I will be stoked. Got a bit of welding to do on the top side, so yeah, very keen to get it flipped over. Just try and get a heap of tacks on it, just so that when I start pumping a few welds in it, it doesn't start to warp and pick up on one side and get on the piss. So nice attack. Now I should throw a few on it, I think. Leafs are in and mounted. I've just got that axle, so this is basically, this is my stub axles. These are going to be inserted into this 65 or 65 by 6mm RHS. So basically what I need to do now is to set up my hub. Basically put that onto the stub axle with the bearings, see how it sits, and then I've got to obviously weld my brake caliper bracket on. So I can't really determine where the stub axles are going to sit until I have this caliper mount on and realise how far I can push it in to the axle. So I'll get that happening, and then yeah, I'll slide that across. I might even put a wheel on it and just see how we're going to go for clearance, and you know, then I can get a measurement for my axle width. These are our bearings and our seals, so big ones to the back, small ones to the front. Got the hub on, now that's just sitting in there at the moment. So basically what I want to do is sit the caliper on, and basically got to mount the actual caliper bracket to the stub axle, and then that will determine where I can actually mount my my stub axle. So yeah, once I get that on, I'll know from then, you know, what width I'm going to have. But yeah, get it happening. Okay, so since I last showed you, I've spun that bracket around. I actually had that on the outside. That's wrong. That's how it's got to be, sitting like that. I've just given it a couple of mil for movement as the brake pads wear, but basically most of the movement will be up here. So what I've done is I put a cable tie over the top of the disc, just so it's not sitting hard down. I've done this adjuster up as tight as I can so it's sitting square to the disc, and then this is where I'm going to tack my bracket. So yeah, I can put a few tacks on there on this side, hopefully keep it all away from those bearings, and then I'll pull the hub off and I'll finish welding that off. Thanks, Andy.
Every time you stop, it'll split the chip.
Oh, and push it over. Oh,
yeah, rather than you just going right through, you'll just end up with a big mess of shit.
that's a good idea, eh?
Stops you getting caught over in the drill.
Here's our axle. We've welded a couple of holes in here. We've also cut this on a bit of an angle so that we can sort of stagger our welds along the stub axle. So I've also changed the offset of them too, so we can plug them, weld them, get a bit of strength into it. Same goes there. There we go. So just about time to throw the stub axles in and tack them up, see how they go. Hot enough, eh? Just on the out.
You do that bit. Where do you want it?
That's perfect. I'm glad I left this shit dandy. Look at that. Bloody beautiful.
Videos you see people shoot themselves.
And just smack themselves in the head. Confident?
Nah. I'm just drawing lines on a fucking good steel.
Axles are in, or axle is in, should I say. U-bolts are on, backing plates are done. Basically now just gonna check to see how much we got hanging over each leaf spring, try and get that trued up a bit. Yeah, then I'm gonna assemble these hubs, throw these wheels on with a bit of grease, and see if I can flip it with the forklift by myself. Could be interesting. Okay, so that's perfectly true from side to side. Now, all I really want to do is plumb up from my center mark to work out, to determine where my axle's going to sit on the leaves, as in front and back. So, probably first, before I plumb off this, I better make sure this is nice and level. So I might have to sort of prop it up a little bit, try and get it run level, then I can level off it vertically. So. Right, so I've pretty well got it as true as I can get it, I think. I'm just going to do one last measurement from the end of the drawbar to the stub axle, just to see how we're looking, because at the end of the day, that's where you're getting pulled from, so you sort of want to be running true to that more so than anything, so have a bit of a look, see how we go. I've just nipped it up sort of firmly for now. I'm going to wait till I got the wheel on and check for play. So before I put the wheel on, I'm going to sit this brake caliper on. That way it's not a prick to get into once the wheel's on. U-bolt's done. Comes. This is just a full-time forklift driver around here. Nice action, but we got it spun around. A bit deadly. So she's on her feet. Done a bit more bracing to that leaf hanger. Done a few welds on the top here. Now you're probably wondering what the fuck I'm doing. So I've got these guards here. Need to go on. So I've centered where the guards are going to sit, and I've just tacked a little prop up here so I can clamp my guards onto here and just sort of try and get a nice height where it's going to have plenty of clearance and also doesn't look stupid. So yeah, so basically that's centered through there. So this backside is where I'm going to clamp the center line to, and then I just adjust my height by these posts. Skills, mate.
Yeah, not really.
Skills. Andy helping me out at the end of the day with my frazzled brain. Looking good. Absolutely stoked with how today went. Andy's kicked me off the welder so we can smash it out. But yeah, on its wheels. Starting to take shape now. Oh mate, he can weld. So much quicker than what I am. Pick up a few sheets of thicker plate tomorrow and we'll start laying the deck out and then we'll start designing the drawbar toolbox. So the idea is to have a bit of a quad here, a motorbike here, a Bush Company rooftop tent and Tinny up top with a dog box across here. So still heaps to do, but we'll see how we go. Right, so righty, so here's the righto, so you see righto, so as you can rightio, so